Readers have called it the intersection of I Am Legend and The Devil Wears Prada. Sold. Hoi, welcome back. It is my absolute favorite time of the year where you finish your resolutions, you set up new ones, you get to clear out shop, have an absolutely fresh start. And I feel like I'm starting a bit of a tradition where I clear out my Storygraph at the end of the year for a fresh start. Last time I had a big focus on getting rid of stuff from my to read list. I think this time I want to update some of the covers. It really bothers me that ever since I switched from Goodreads to Storygraph, the particular editions of the books that I have, some of them didn't transfer properly, so I'd love to update that. And I've also started to make some of my personal lists, and I need to kind of update them so I can use it for easy browsing myself. So there's a lot of clearing out to do. And I know that last time some of you joined me while you watched the video in clearing out your own Storygraph. So if you have some files to clear, your Storygraph needs a little bit of work, maybe this is a good time to sort through it right now. And I thought this might also be a good time to remind you that I'm going to be a faculty leader on a literary pilgrimage with Common Ground. It is entirely Wuthering Heights themed. You might have seen the video I uploaded a few weeks ago where I went on my own Bronte trip to Haworth. I'm so obsessed with the literary history that's there and the gorgeous nature, and obviously I'm very excited to be the faculty leader on this trip. It is a literary pilgrimage, which means that every day you do quite a lot of walking, sometimes silent contemplation involved as well, but also plenty of chatting. Then there are also daily classes and discussions, which is what I will be leading. The dates are September 6th until the 11th, and it actually transitions really beautifully into the Jane Austen Festival, in case that is a matching interest, and that is something that you might want to attend after the literary pilgrimage. The Common Ground pilgrimages are kind of like once in a lifetime trips. A lot of people that go on them have a specific topic they want to kind of think about, maybe like a big life change, and they kind of want to focus their trip around this. And we'll also be talking about imagination and how to express yourself creatively, so there'll be lots of amazing things going on. They've also just added a payment plan for the trip, so you can pay in 3 parts, so that's helpful to know as well if you are planning for the year ahead. And of course there'll be some more Bronte content coming your way on this channel as well. I think that is everything you need to know out of the way, so let's open the Storygraph and let's get sorting. Don't look at my reading challenge. I did a lot of crafting instead of reading this year. My reading definitely suffered. I'm on 24 books. That's fine. As you can see, I'm 45 books behind. Okay, so on Storygraph, the tags kind of feature as shelves. I'm fairly certain that they're private. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I would like to update some of my tags and create new ones, so that's what I'm gonna do now. At the moment I have classics, gothic, and wishlist. Let's see where we're at with the wish list. Let's see what's on there. Are you happy now? I think I bought this, so I'm going to remove that. Same with survivalists. Pew, I still don't have. Elizabeth Gaskell, She Is a Haunting. I don't think I have. This gothic illustrated history, still very interested in. Okay, I don't have any of these. The Jasmine Throne, no. So this is still the wish list, still accurate. So again, I'll give it a little refresh, see where we're at. Great. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go through my to read list and then tag things as I go, and then I'll kind of know what tags I actually need. I already have the gothic one, but I need to actually add stuff to it. I think I need to do sci-fi, and then I think I would also like to do historical, because my to read list is long, and so it would be really nice to be able to look through like specific parts of it. And then I'm also going to do Dutch. Oh, did I do that right? So I'm going to go through and also change covers at the same time, but then also add the tag to it. The Spirit Bears Its Teeth keeps getting recommended to me, so let's have a look at it and see if I remember what it is. Oh yeah, it's a gothic horror in an alternate Victorian England, and it centers around mediums. I have a few books actually about Victorian mediums. That is going to go into gothic. The Things We Do to Our Friends. Yes, this is students in Edinburgh, at Edinburgh University. Don't know if this is gothic necessarily. Actually, I need to add some of these to my wish list. And then I think The Things We Do to Our Friends has a different cover as well. How do I do that? I always forget. browse on it. Maybe they've also changed this recently. Where are the editions? Here we go. Oh, I also have this. Okay, I also have this edition in there. So I'll just switch to this edition and that'll be my main one. Perfect. It won't have updated here yet, obviously. The Folklore of Wales, Ghosts. I'm gonna put that in historical. The Latinist. Again, don't remember this. Oh, it's a contemporary reimagining of the Daphne and Apollo myth. I'm gonna remove this because first of all, have realized I don't love dark academia. I know, shock horror. Okay, so Kala, I've heard a lot about. Again, it's one of those like friends return to their hometown and there's a missing person and it's quite dark and mysterious. I'm gonna go put it on my wish list actually. Love this edition, and as long as the paperback looks the same as this, I'd be happy to have the paperback as well. I don't think I've mentioned this here yet, but I've kind of been plotting a sort of low buy year for things like clothing and home decor and stuff like that, but also for books. And I've been like discussing it with friends and sort of going back and forth and like what should be the number. And I think it's gonna be 1 book a month max, basically. Okay, Slewfoot is going on the wish list, but it is also gothic. Heard nothing but great things about this. Apparently very dark. Nothing but blackened teeth. I wonder if I have this. Let me look at the editions. No. I have a book that seems very similar, but I guess not. I'm just putting all the like spooky things into gothic, even if maybe it's not like specifically gothic. The whole is super interesting. Translated from Korean. His mother-in-law is digging bigger and bigger holes in the garden. Very interesting. So it says it's a thriller and it's horror. I don't know if it would classify as gothic, but maybe I should start another tab that is like translated. I know there's a big discussion about how it's weird that English speakers put translated fiction into a different category, but if you are keen on reading books from other cultures, then you know it's a classifier. That could be helpful. So we've got another one here, also translated. Elena Knows. Again, nothing but good things about this. So not something I maybe would have picked up on my own. Interweaves crime fiction with intimate tales of morality. Ooh, okay. So Paradise Rot. Did I already put gothic on this? I did. I will also put this on wish list actually. Then these are definitely wish list items. I've actually asked for these for Christmas or my birthday. So it's the Jane Austen embroidery book and Jane Austen's wardrobe. Beautiful coffee, well, I don't know if they're coffee table books, they're big books, which would be quite helpful for next year's Austen Festival adventure. Then we have Ice. Is this translated? I think it might be. A girl in a frozen post-nuclear apocalyptic landscape. Okay, there's no translator here, so I guess not, but I'm gonna put that one under sci-fi. Hellbent, I have, again, I'll put that under gothic, I think. I have a copy of that. Then Wise Creatures is young adult, and I've read other books by Deirdre Sullivan, so I definitely am interested in this. I should put it on wish list actually. Oh, nope. This book, I think I saw in like a publisher's, let's see if there's other editions yet. No, this is it. Saw in like a publisher's catalog. An all-American diner appears overnight in a remote British field. I think this is sci-fi. Oh yeah, it says science fiction. Great. So I'll put it on there. I'll put it under sci-fi and then wait for it to come out, which is, when is this coming out? Tell me more about this book. There is missing, oh, okay, maybe, can I update? I haven't done the librarian thing yet on Storygraph, so I can't edit things, I believe, yes. So this is a job for someone else. Love the giant Neil Gaiman quote. I know that it's the strategy, but it's very funny. The Premonition by Banana Yoshimoto. Let's have a look. Did I buy this? Do I have this? Editions. Yes, I do. Okay. So switch this edition. And then to read, that's fine. Prophet Song, I now own. I guess we'll put it in sci-fi. It's like, is it alternate history? Is it dystopian? Won the Booker Prize. It's on the list. Then some more of the Booker shortlist. A Study for Obedience. Is that sci-fi literary? And In Ascension is sci-fi. So I've got those three. Like I said, I have a lot of good new stuff to read. Storm, I need to find... Did I buy it in the end? I need to find an edition of it that I like, because I saw this one in the shops and the cover was pixelated. I can't be dealing with that. Ooh, maybe this edition. Maybe this is an ebook kind of thing. I'll switch to this edition for now, and I will also put this in. It's a classic, and I guess it's sci-fi-ish. All right, the next one I found when I was looking for Edinburgh-related books. So this is Luck and Booth. This cover is gorgeous. It's going to be a little bit tricky to get my hands on, I think. I'm going to put this on the wish list. What I'd rather not think about, I think, is Dutch. And usually I would pretty much add anything that is Dutch that I'm vaguely interested in, and it's also been translated into English because that's quite interesting for me to talk about and to read. But I'm actually going to remove this one, I think. I don't think it's quite my thing. Dutch books have not a lot of my favorite subgenres, except for historical. It's a lot of historical. Permafrost, I also keep hearing things about. Is this translated? I do believe it is. Yes, it is. I think recently I was looking at it in a bookshop and it was just too similar to some of the other things I had been reading. So that happens to me a lot. Because I've kind of tried to focus on the genres I like most, it is very easy to then read things that are too similar to each other and you get sick of it a little bit. Should I look at different covers? Let's see what we've got. Oh no, this is definitely the best cover. Disorientation came out last year. It is campus. It's a PhD student. Ooh, it is satire. I don't love satire usually. I'm actually gonna look at some reviews for this. Yeah, it seems very highly satirical. So I think I'm going to take it off the list. Okay, then Queen of the Sea, I think is a graphic novel, if I'm not wrong. A reimagining of history in this hybrid novel. So it's a hybrid novel. And it's middle grade. Yeah, I'll keep this. I will keep this on the list, but I might try and get it from the library actually. The End is, oh, maybe I should start a non-fiction tab as well. Oh, I am definitely going to read this for the End of the World Book Club podcast. Okay, I think we're getting to the like me doing research for the podcast section. Yeah, we got a pandemic. Beautiful. We're putting it in sci-fi. Lovely. Colson Whitehead is the author of The Underground Railroad, which I have read. So I think I'm going to add this to my, with slow-paced, reflective and dark. Okay, interesting. I'm going to add this to my wish list as well. Panther in the Hive? For readers of Margaret Atwood and Octavia Butler. Whoa. Readers have called it the intersection of I Am Legend and The Devil Wears Prada. I want to read another edition, so I'm going to say switch to this edition. Yeah, I'll stick with this edition. I'm okay with that. Then we've got The Grassling. This is more memoir-y, kind of outside of my usual thing. It's like a small Devon village. It's about her and her father's roots. I'm quite interested by this. Space Crone, definitely interested in this. So this is nonfiction, and I'll put it under sci-fi as well. By Ursula K. Le Guin. Again, I have a copy of this and I've also given it to a friend. So again, hopefully we'll read that together. Oh yes, and then this is about apocalypse in Guernsey. Okay, how are we doing? How many have we marked so far? All right, we're doing good. I won't make it through the full list, but that's fine. This is about like adjusting covers, seeing what's in there. Shield Maiden, I am just gonna keep on there, is historical. It's a Beowulf one. Secrets of Heartwood Hall. Historical. Broken Places and Outer Spaces, finding creativity in the unexpected. Oh, I don't remember this at all. Oh, this is nonfiction. I'm surprised I added this because I don't think I would have. I love Nnedi Okorafor as an author, but I don't think this nonfiction is like my kind of thing. So, oh wait, is this like a medieval? Hold on. This is like a time traveling medieval science fiction. This is so my jam. I love this. So I'm gonna say historical and sci-fi. And I'm gonna see if there's any reviews. Oh, there's a lot of reviews. Okay, great. I'll be happy to never hear necrotic used as an exclamation ever again. Okay. Let's see if there's any other editions of this. Ooh, I don't actually, how do I feel about that? That like sci-fi classic cover. Maybe I'll just switch to that. Maybe they've done, because they keep updating the sci-fi masterworks. Let me just do a quick Google and see if there's they have these new yellow covers that look really good. Oh yeah, okay. So I think we're still on this cover. Sometimes they're so ugly they become like good again, but it's a real mixed bag. I'm gonna go to my read books, like all of the ones I've read, and then update the covers of those. How do I sort them? I guess authors A to Z. It's 706 books. So Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Oh my god, this is gonna really expose me. Robert Pattinson, Eternally Yours. Okay, let's see. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I read this one, but that's the audiobook, so I guess it's this one. Some of this is not going to be that interesting. I've read Speak and Speak, the graphic novel. I look back at some of the stuff I read and I'm just like, you're working on your taste as you read, and like there was a long time where I didn't have much access to English language books. I just read whatever I could find. When I studied in the States and had a library, I literally just went through that graphic novel section and that YA section and read anything I could get my hands on. Bear and the Nightingale, I read this edition. I'm still sad I missed out on buying all the hardcovers for this. I just didn't think about it at the time. I worked in young adult publishing for most of my like in-house publishing career, so I've read a lot of YA that like I still like young adult books, but they weren't in like what would now be my taste. I think I've read this edition of The Handmaid's Tale, although I have another one actually. Oh, they've put a weird image up for that one. Okay, I think we'll stick with that. I just like when I'm going through the books I've read before to just like pick out some for a video or just remind myself of what I've read. It's nice to have the right editions. So Emma's in here twice. Finished December 7th, 2018. Okay, so these are identical. So first of all, I will go to this edition because it's the one I've got. Okay, so this is to read and then this is finished. So I guess I remove... How do I remove you? Mansfield Park, I've read another edition. Northanger Abbey, I've read another edition. Then so switch to this one. Great. And then Sense and Sensibility. Yeah, this one. Ooh, High Rise, I've read a different copy. Yeah, this is all good. Shadow and Bone. God, it's very fun to see this by author. I read a different edition of Dracul. Oh my god, all the Kate Beaton. Kate Beaton has a new book out called, I think it's called Ducks. A new graphic novel, and I really want to read it, but I don't think I'll purchase it. I think I might get it from the library. So I have the, film edition of High Rise. I don't even know if I still own it, to be honest. Dracul, I had this edition. Yeah, this is in here twice. Okay. So that one I've read. So this one I can remove. Tithe by Holly Black was not my thing, but I did read it. I've got more double ones. I don't know what to do with these double ones. Parable of the Sower, I have definitely read a different edition. I have read this one. I have the, just like the Penguin Classics edition. Yeah, this one. Seeing some of the stuff I read like 10 years ago just makes me so happy about my decision to double down on the genres that I love and really focus on that. This doesn't have a cover. We can't be dealing with that. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I think this is all I have the energy to do right now. And let me just change the girls as well. I read this edition. I'm only at C. There's a lot of work to be done here, but I've made a little start. I'll leave this open in case I get like a second burst of energy later. We've got more tags. We have cleared out the currently reading. This is definitely like an ongoing process, but it is very satisfying to do, and I like having things neat and organized. So I will come back for this another time and keep going. I'm very excited for a new year of reading and a new year of stats, but it was nice to do a bit of a clear out, and I hope you enjoyed browsing my digital shelves with me. If you do have any hot tips on how you organize your Storygraph, please let me know. I'm definitely interested. I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe feel a bit more organized yourself or got some book recommendations out of it. I cannot wait to do my favorite books of the year video, which will be coming up soon, although I don't film it until the very last day of December has happened because I'm reading until that last day and I refuse to film before then. Thanks for watching and I'll talk to you soon. Doei!